you're saying about somebody's relationship, right?
Yeah.
But have you been in that relationship where that woman, right, wants you, that woman, you know, says hi to you all the time, that woman is greeting you at the door, and then all of a sudden they don't want to be with you, right?
Oh, I haven't
Uh,
met a chick I haven't met a chick I want to marry yet.
You haven't found anybody you want to marry yet?
No,
But
so it's hard for me to
I,
answer that.
yeah, but I've experienced that where, with my separation, where if I really, really want to be with that person, and I was like, wow, I want to work hard, meaning financially. I want to travel for them. I want to, you know, see them at least most of the day. And then all of a sudden, you want to ask somebody to fix something, right?
Yeah.
And they say, well, you fix something. You got to fix something in your life. I agree in that. On a relationship, you got to fix. Uh, both parties have to fix what the other person's frustrated, right?
Yeah.
And what I want to get is with the guys in the 40s and the 50s, why so many guys want to commit suicide after a hard divorce. And what I was thinking is it because they're older and they think they don't have more time? Is it because their emotions are higher? But I think people, and not just my people on my YouTube, they have to understand that, hey, if you get busy, you have other people in your life, that relationship is
How
a big part
old
of your
was
life.
this dude that
Hmm?
killed himself?
No, I'm saying that
You read it in the paper.
in
It
my
didn't
experience,
mention.
as the older I get, I see my friends when they break up have harder times getting over it. So then I've been studying some things, and that's why I want to talk to my YouTube followers of you have a life, you have to keep living, you have to live, you can't have a relationship just crush you, right? So I study that guys in their 40s up to their 50s, right? In their
Yeah.
50s after a hard breakup, they want to give up and kill themselves. And I was like, we got to help these people because
Oh,
I'm trying to help myself.
don't
And
you think that's a bit?
hmm?
Don't you think that's a bit much though? Like overboard, like over the top. Like, isn't that like what did they say? A poor sport, sore loser.
Yeah, I guess you got to experience it. But I used to think depression was depression. And I'm like, I'm not freaking depressed. I'm like I said earlier, I'm like a freaking rock, right? I'm not depressed. No way in hell am I going to get depressed if somebody doesn't like the way I talk. No way I'm going to get depressed because I like talking about money, you don't like talking about money, or you don't like doing this, or if my kids get mad at me and I have to say, hey, listen, talk, I don't get depressed. But on a relationship, it's like the emotion, you got your mind, right? Is just think it's different. And I was really, really hard out from February till now, and I'm like, how do I get over it? And I wanted to teach people, how do you guys get over it? How can you get over it? Because you got to get over it because life is not going to end because we say it's going to end. Life's going to end when God wants us to end, when we die. So the main things how I got over it, yes, I watched videos that inspired me. I watched how other people got through it, right? And I increased. I don't know what you do, when you're not working, but I increased my service, my help to people, right? I reached out to people and say, how can I help you? What can I be a service of you, right? Whether it's a church, family, right, or friends. And I don't know. That's what's helped me. And yeah,
I
some people
get
want to live
fucked
alone.
up when I'm
And
not at work.
do you think you want to live alone or you want to be with somebody? David, we got to get you a woman. We got to get you a woman. Hey, by the way, we've
No,
been
no.
recording. Hey, I caught you on raw film. I'm here with David. We were talking about relationships, depression, why we seek out. And I think as humans, we don't want to live alone, right? As humans, yes, we want a partner. We expose ourselves, right? But I believe that kind of God's will, I am a Christian. If it wasn't meant to be, it's not meant to be, but that doesn't mean that our hearts are not into it. And is how do we mend our hearts, right? How do we move forward from a crushed relationship, or if somebody dies, it's different than losing a job. You know, it's different than, hey, my business didn't work, I got to start all over, right? But the main thing I think I want to tell people, I've been picking Dave's brain is if you're passionate about, let's say, your work, you're passionate about business, you're passionate about your job, that passion, that desire cannot change because another part of your life has changed. So meaning your relationship. So if your relationship is not happy, not working, you work that out. Yes, you're going to be sad. And if that person, right, this is what happened to me. Okay, I said, this is what I'm going to give you an example, then we can close the video. Is if let's say I back out and say, listen, you're not going to change, then we're going to separate when you get divorced, right? Then you go, oh, I think I made the wrong decision. I want to be with you, right? I talked out of anger. Then I went to my relationship, meaning my marriage, and I said, I'm sorry, I'll change for you. But now that person doesn't want to come back to you, so you're crushed. So if really I talked out of anger, now I'm regretting my decision. So now, let's say the person doesn't want to come back to you, you cannot push them, right? You cannot push them and beg and beg. Well, all you can do is say, okay, I'm willing to change. And then you say, you're sorry, right? First, you say you're sorry and ask for forgiveness. And then you say, okay, this is what I want to fix, because it's back and forth, right? So I've done that, and I see my friends have done that. And sometimes that person, they don't want to come back to you. Is that not true love? Some people are saying it's not true love. And then you message with your mind, right? So your heart, right, messes with your mind. So this is the way I helped a few people this. And that's why when I was having a conversation with David earlier is if you really want to get over it with somebody, you really ask for forgiveness. You ask somebody to come back. This is people that are hurting in their relationships. You ask them to come back. They say, nope, not coming back. So it sounds like it's done. You regret your decision. It's done. Now you're depressed. We got to figure out how to get you out of it. How I got out of it, and this is what I was explaining to David, is the way your mind works is kind of like you when you go shopping, you watch billboards. Whatever you feel your mind is, right, gives you your thoughts, right? So if my thought is always on, damn, my wife or that girlfriend, they don't want me, right? I made a bad decision. Now they don't want me. And I'm thinking about all day. I'm kind of like coding my mind on all those thoughts, right? So I went through it for 2 months, and I finally decided I'm going to code my mind with stuff, because not the past, your future, whatever you do today, your present creates your future, right? So if you code your mind with the past, your present is ruined, then your future is not successful. So now what I'm doing is...
Vision board?
Hmm?
You mean like a vision board?
Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm doing is like that is I want to keep coding my mind, right? Still with my children, still with my businesses, still with my positive, still with my friends. I'm here with my amigo. I have to code my mind so my mind starts thinking about those things, basically not the negative in the past. What's done is done. And you got to code your mind, because if you're going to keep coding your mind with the past of something you really want that you can't get, you're going to suffer forever, and you're going to be depressed forever, right? Give me a salud, amigo. We're having mind thinking. We're having mind thinking here, right? I always like coming over to Dave's house, salud, just chatting with some friends. But we got to help some people beyond making money. I always say, this is what I say when I close the video.
You can't toast and not drink.
Salud, yeah, we got to drink. We got to drink. What I tell the people is, you think about wealth, you think about money, right? But if your health, your mental health is not right, doesn't matter how much money you have. If I'm sitting here with all this money, I'm hoarding it, but my mental health is not good, right? Doesn't matter all the amount of the money, you're not going to enjoy that money. Because yes, we're supposed to enjoy the fulfillment of making money. So now I've been talking a little bit more on YouTube. You guys have seen me, is you got to get your mental health right. You got to get your physical health right? And then go chasing the money, creating your money, because no amount of money is going to help if you're not mentally happy, if you physically are not happy, right? So we got to take care of that in you guys' lives. I'm here with David. It's the weekend, right? You might catch him in another videos, because I want to do something with him, right? I got to get some money out of him. He doesn't want to spend any money. He hoards all his money, right? But we're here in Golden Valley, Minnesota. I hope you enjoyed my chat. Click the link, right? subscribe to my channel, like this video, right? We're just chatting, we're just having a conversation on, guys, we got to move forward, right? We're sad, we might be depressed, right? But if you see a happy person, doesn't mean he's really, really happy. That's what I want to say, right? But if you choose to be happy, you choose to be happy. You choose to be sad, you choose to be sad, no matter what happens. We got to stay happy. It's the only life we got, right? And it's gone like that. Fiery Boss Production. All right, amigo David, say something. Say something. Last minute words.
I'm happy.
Dave's happy. Dave doesn't need nothing, right? He don't like gold watches. He doesn't like rings. No, just kidding. He's got some stash over there. He just doesn't want to give them to nobody. All right, guys, stay happy. Come on, guys. Get your mind straight. Get your health right. It's going to be all right. The future looks bright, right? Then we'll talk about the money thing, right? But get your mind thinking right. All right, take care.